What is up, YouTube? We are back with some more DBFZ. If you watched the last video, I was playing the same. Gosh darn it! I was playing the same same person. This guy's playing Gojira. Testing him out. He's got a Ginyu on his team and a cooler. I just switched assists from UI's A assist to the Kamehameha. I used a Kamehameha in the past, just not with this team. So I got to get used to some of the defense options that I have available to me. And also getting used to this, like the DPs and the counters from Gojira. And the command grab on offense. Gotta remember these things. And not calling that UI assist so early. Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely gotta get used to that command grab. That's his go-to mix-up currently. But yeah, that's how Dragon Ball's been going. Recently, actually today, I wanted to discuss Godzilla. I randomly this one night before bed, I just wanted to watch something to fall asleep through to so I put on the 20. Damn, you timed that DP nice. I put on the 2014 like remake. Oh, he's gonna super remake of or reboot, I should say, not a remake of Godzilla. I don't know the director's name. It's the one with Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen. The Western Gojira flick. I was not ready for that after the 2H. And the movie's cool. Like I really like the movie, but I like certain aspects about the movie. So my biggest problem with these monster movies are the characters and the storylines generally going on with the humans. Most of them are just completely useless and unrelating to the events occurring with the kaiju. And I get it's like you can't have an entire movie just about kaiju, but at the same time, I don't think that means, like, they're always going to be a factor in the movie because the movies are about them. They exist. So it's like, how do you interweave human storylines with the kaiju? And what do you make their interaction about, you know? And with the 2014 movie, they just chose to have the latter half of the movie with Aaron's character about him making random ass decisions to be around the kaiju when they fight. Like, that's literally the plot of the movie. It's a little much. It's just go to place A to place B for no reason, like the most arbitrary reasons. Like, I don't even want to get into it. Just so we can see Godzilla appear to blue ball you and not actually show the fights. Now, the atmosphere and the tone and the visuals and the cinematography, they're so sick in the movie. The scale is just like absolutely insane. What? That went through my 2H. That's ridiculous. I did not mean to do that. Oh. Yeah, the scale, the tone, everything like that, like seeing Godzilla on screen, just absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, the story, the plot, the reasons why things happen, really weak outside of what goes on with Bryan Cranston. Really weak. When he's in the movie, the emotional impact and everything that's happening is just so good. I may be biased. Breaking Bad's like one of my favorite shows, and I love him as an actor. I loved him Malcolm in the Middle in most of the work he does. And when he's in the movie in the first 25 minutes, the first half an hour, it's absolutely awesome. But once he leaves, man, do I not give a fuck about what's happening with the humans. And you barely get to see any of the monsters either. So on rewatch, it's really not as the most entertaining film to watch moment to moment. But still, the movies, I enjoy the movie, especially just from a visual perspective and how they represent the character on screen. It's really awesome to see, especially in theaters. Damn, these DPs are just catching me. And then I originally with Godzilla, I seen, like, what introduced me to the character was the original, not the original, but the 1998 movie with like Matthew Broderick and the Baby Godzillas and blowing up Madison Square Garden and the P. Diddy freaking Kashmir soundtrack. I love that fucking song. Yeah, so that was always my, you know, my Godzilla source of upbringing. He's just hitting me with those in my block strings. Damn. I might use these Dragon Balls on his ass, though. Oh, what? The delay there. Beerus is dead. Yikes. Yikes. SSJ4 Gogeta could do it, though. He would be the one. But yeah, later on, when I grew up, I realized that movie isn't as quality as I thought it was in childhood. I still enjoy it, but that's pure nostalgia. And then me and my brother, like, once I remember rented, like, a bunch of Godzilla movies of, like, a certain era. I don't know which. It was the one with Mecha Godzilla. It's, like, all the movies that came out, like, around that time span. Love Mecha Godzilla. So sick. I remember, like, they had the Godzilla games on GameCube and shit. Like, the ones where it was, like, 4-player, like, just, like, arena-style battle. I'm just getting destroyed in these sets, too. I gotta focus up a bit more on my defense. What? It beat my 4-frame. Oh dear. Oh dear. Absolutely wrecked this match. DPs, man. This guy just keeps hitting me with DPs on reset. That's really what's been destroying me. Oh my goodness. No, don't. Oh, what? The lag. The lag. 9 frames is a lag. Jeez, I might have to leave the lobby after this. To be honest, this is a bit much. This is a bit much. Alright, we will be back. I'm going to be choosing a different opponent, and then I will continue momentarily. And we are back. This time with a pink square using Gogeta, so this may even go worse than the last one. But hopefully the internet's better. But yeah, so Godzilla, 1998 original one, loved it, got me into the franchise, had awesome toys and shit, and it was so good. So I was excited when the reboots came out, saw it 2014, just told you my thoughts on it. And then the sequel came out, King of Monsters, I don't know what year, I think it was like 2019. Wasn't even hyped for this movie at all, knew that they were going to have some other monsters in it or some shit. And that was it. I was like, oh, I'll just watch a Godzilla movie just to see it in theaters, you know? I need to see them in theaters. Like, they are so much inferior on regular home viewing setups that it just ruins the experience for me. So, at least the first time in anyways. So, yeah, I saw the second one in theaters and absolutely love that shit, dude. That movie, super fire. Absolutely super fire. Just because it focuses so much on just the monsters themselves instead of the human character storylines. Like all the storylines are based on characters relating around the plot pertaining to the monsters. So it just works really well for me. King Ghidorah is just super lit, super awesome, super intimidating. Finally, like a good like threat for Godzilla. Like you're usually never worried about who's gonna win, if Godzilla's gonna lose or not. Not to say that you don't know how the movie's gonna end before you watch it, but he gets wrecked in that movie, man. Or Godzilla, I think the name is. Just totally the alpha throughout the entirety of that movie. Even in regards to like the other third-party monsters from the two of them. And then the origin story, the lore behind it is absolutely sick as fuck as well. With him being from like an alien and whatnot. So yeah, just fantastic movie. Really enjoyed it. And now it has me excited for Godzilla vs. Kong. I think there could be some good fight scenes, you know? Now, in my mind, Godzilla would just use his atomic breath and absolutely destroy King Kong. But we'll see what they decide to do with it. In terms of the physicality, the shape, the humanoid shape of the ape would actually lend itself really well to a physical combat situation, aside from like the teeth of Godzilla and stuff like that. So we'll see what goes down and how I feel about who wins what action scenes and whatnot between this fictional giant ape and this fictional giant lizard. Recently, actually, just last night, I don't even know how I came across it, like a comment in a YouTube video or something, was talking about Shin Godzilla. And I was like, oh, I heard about this. It's like a remake, like a Japanese remake of one of the original Japanese Godzilla movies, but the CG looked kind of whack, so I never watched it or whatever. And a lot of people were giving it like high praise, like Godzilla fans and stuff like that. I was like, so I was multitasking, just doing some stock work, and then I ended up watching Shin Godzilla, and that movie is awesome. That movie is super fire. Yeah, like it's about Godzilla's like slow evolution and like the country of Japan just trying to figure out how to deal with this situation as the situation evolves and as Godzilla himself evolves. And if you haven't seen anything about it, how I saw it was I just watched a clip. It was called it's literally just like Shin Godzilla, like atomic breath scene. Man, yo, that I watched that and I was like, the amount of sheer destruction and power that this dude possesses was really well displayed. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I'll throw it on in the background. And I actually really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the what the humans were up to in that movie more than the Western ones. You know, it's more of like, it takes like a more nationalistic look at the characters, so it's never just one particular character that the movie focuses on. It's like a cast of like politicians and stuff and leaders, so it really gives like a sense of like the collective species dealing with Godzilla, and it was pretty sick just to see like how they approached it in terms of their science and trying to figure out like what he is and how to beat him and whatnot. And then the ending was crazy. They actually beat Godzilla, spoilers, which was pretty interesting to see. To be honest, I wasn't expecting that. They like freeze him using like some sort of cryogenics based on his physiology. That was pretty sick to see. Like they explain like how it works with his cells and how his cells like are in like an evolutionary state and adapt to certain climates and environments and whatnot. It was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the human aspect perspective of the movie. Hopefully I get the kill here. Yeah, so I was surprised with how much I enjoyed that one, but definitely glad I gave it the watch. Check it out sometime. The CG itself, like how Godzilla looks, definitely can leave more to be desired. Sometimes, you know, it's like they took like the original approach to it or whatever, so it looks like how it used to. Like it's like, I think it's prosthetic, like it's like a fake Godzilla, like an animatronic one. And yeah, whenever they do close-ups on his face, I found it pretty amusing. I'm not gonna lie, it got a couple good chuckles out of me. But yeah, good movie. Definitely check it out if you're just looking for something to turn your brain off to and watch. Love me some Gojira. Gojira. Sound off in the comments what your favorite Godzilla movie is, and make sure to like and subscribe. Possibly check out some music. And I will see if I can finish this Trunks off. Wait, is he gonna sweep me? I was so sure I was gonna win, and now I see he's in Sparking, and my Goku's dead, and it's just a two-touch game because he's in Spark. Yikes! Yikes! Look at him trying to vanish me. What do you got? Overhead? Oh shit! It wasn't overhead, but not the one I was expecting. I was not ready for it. Oh no! Oh no! And he still got Spark. Level 1. Oh no. Who's your daddy, Trunks? Who's your daddy? I need to end on a win. This is for the channel. For the squad! Wow, it actually worked. Watch me drop it. Father! Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I will catch you all later. Peace.